For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of the 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Piastri, Norris, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Antonelli, and Daniel, Albon, Gasly, Isaac Hadjar, and Ocon, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Jack Doohan, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Behrman and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the Sea of Orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the drive?
Well, what an incredible circuit. It feels just like a roller coaster. This track has some extreme banking that if you walk the track, you almost feel like you're horizontal. It also has some blind corners, so make sure you're not looking at the nose of your car and that you're looking far ahead. And if you look far enough past the Orange Army, you might even spot the beach.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Here we are, guys. Zandvoort, Dutch Grand Prix, P10 is our position. It was Q3, we are on points, we have to defend this place and let's see if we can gain more points. Guys, the first thing we're gonna do is to decide the strategy. This time, to avoid what happened in Hungary, where I have only one set of hards and medium, for this race we have 2 sets of mediums that allow us to create different strategies. First of all, I have to say that in this race, I think 2 stops will be the faster strategy. The tire wear is high, and I think to have 2 sets of mediums is fundamental, really fundamental. So obviously the first strategy that we are seeing here should be the right one, medium hard. But obviously we can play with it. I mean, this strategy, I will happy with it. 2 sets of mediums and at the end the hard tire, which we can push with it. Even we can extend the distance of the... I mean, I think we can extend a bit more the run on the hard. 2 laps or something. Something like that should be fine. The projected time is slower or longer, let's say, but I think this one should be the right one strategy. Alternative strategies, guys. Obviously, I think starting on the medium should be the best decision. I think it's the ideal one, but maybe we can play also with this strategy. This strategy have different problems. For example, a safety car exactly at the middle point of the race. If a safety car comes out in the middle part of the second stint on the hard, I will suffer in the last one if I have to put the medium tire earlier, you know. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, this strategy is not bad. Even it's almost as fast as the first one, but you know, have risk. We can play with it to start on the hard, but obviously if we start on the hard, once again, if we have a safety car in the middle part of the stint, it will not be so critical, but we can suffer a bit more. And obviously in the start, starting on the hard tire, less grip, difficult to warm up the tires. Maybe we can lose places, but anyway, let's try to project it. Doing something like this. I think something like this will be fine. And you can see the lap time is similar, the race time. But yeah, definitely this one is the best strategy possible. I don't see anything different to this. As always, let's be reactive. You can decide during the, during the race if something happens, we can change plans. What I have in mind is try to avoid the soft this time, as I did not in Hungary. It's here is the soft is not the C5, it's the C4 that is a bit harder. But here, even in Sambor, I think this tire wear is really high. So at the end, yeah, I think the best strategy is don't use the soft and 2 stops. So medium hard, I think is the ideal strategy. Not rain expected. At the end it will be a bit cloudy. That means track temperatures will be lower. That can help with the tire management. But I'm happy with this. Fuel. I'm really good saving fuel. In Hungary, that is one of the most difficult tracks to save fuel. Just running 1 lap extra was fine enough. In this case, they are putting me more than 3 extra laps. So let's play with that. Let's put just 0.9. It's risky, but as I said, normally we are good in saving fuel. So just putting 0.89 extra, I think will be fine. About rivals. Hello, how are you? Implugis 8154. How are you, man? Rivalries on track. Okay, guys, first of all, this is gonna be difficult. This is gonna be tight between the midfield pack drivers, as it was in Hungary. So, to win points, we have to execute a perfect race, obviously. But today, in front of us, we are here racing, ready for racing in Sambor. An amazing track. Difficult race ahead, but let's try to do our best. Here we are in the race strategy. Try to analyzing the rivals we have for this race and the race strategy. So as I said, thank you, Matt. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I hope. Finger crossed. I would like to finish on points. That's the mission. Thank you for watching, man. So guys, let's discuss. As I said, in front is I think it's Russell, Antonelli and Alonso. I mean, both are Mercedes ahead. They should be faster than us. They should be finished ahead of us. It's true that here we are closer to Mercedes. For some reason, Mercedes was not able to be really fast. Maybe in race they are, I don't know. Alonso was extremely fast, but I have to say that in my last lap in Q3 before the crash in the last turn, I was in time to be really equal with Alonso. Maybe even I could be ahead of Alonso. So that means we have a really similar pace, at least in qualifying. Maybe in race is faster, as it was, for example, my teammate Albon in Hungary. I beat him in qualifying, and in race he was miles ahead of me. But I think we have pace to fight with Alonso, and maybe with the Mercedes. Alonso is in P7. And just behind, it's I think it's my teammate behind, Albon. I think it will be a good rival as well, as it was in Hungary. And then it's Gasly, I think. So, yeah. Probably between these drivers will be the race. The fight for points between all these drivers. Let's see now the tires. I hope you have enough pace for that then. I think I have enough, but it will be tight. I think between, as I said, Alonso, Mercedes, and Albon, Gasly even, we are really, really equal. It will be a really strategical race. Probably will be decided in the pit stops, maybe, and also in the tire strategy. So that's why it's very important. Don't make mistakes. This weekend, I have to say, was the worst of the season in terms of mistakes. I crashed twice in practice 1 and in qualifying, and the problem was the same. The curves here are assassins. I mean, if you ride too much on them, especially in the last corner, you cannot turn anymore the car. You will going to crash. So because the plank of the you know, the plank of the in the floor of the car is stuck behind the curves. You ride too much on it, and it's impossible to turn the car. You're going straight forward to the wall. You can't do anything. That's why I need to avoid these curves too much in 72 consecutive laps. Let's see if we can do it. Please focus. Don't crash again, Danny. But apart from that, as I said, let's watch. Let's see the race tires of the rest of our rivals. So let's see. Wow, this is it. Okay. Wow, a lot of people are starting on soft. Wow, really? Antonelli on soft, Alonso on soft, and my teammate on soft tires. So we are basically in a sandwich of soft tires. That's not good for me in the start, I have to say. That means in the start I will have to defend very hard. Albon probably will... His race start will be really good. Antonelli probably as well. Russell is in my strategy, and Gasly as well. Maybe it's because Alonso and Antonelli and Albon, they only have one medium and one hard. Maybe that's why they have to start on soft. But of course, it will be 2 stops, and maybe for these drivers it's even 3 stops. So maybe we have an advantage on them if we go to 2 stops. So interesting. In front, the 2 first drivers starting on hard. That's surprising. And Piastri on soft as well. Norris on hard as well. Really, you know, it's very mixed, the tires we have on the grid today. Really mixed. Most of the drivers on soft. I understand people at the really back of the grid that they are starting on soft to try to gain places. But yeah, very, it's really divided, the decision between using hard, medium and soft. I like it. Yeah, it will be difficult. It will be difficult for me, but I think it will be difficult the start and maybe the first 2-3 laps. The soft, it's a tire that suffers a lot. So if we are able to survive the first 2-3 laps, I think we will have advantage later on. So that's why it's very important to save place, to save the position in the start. Unfortunately, we are not in the clean side. We are in P10. That means we are in the dirty side. Probably the grip here will be lower. So that's why I will have to defend like crazy from my teammate, and it will be at the left side. Good news is we have the inside, so we can play with it a bit. Let's try to be aggressive, not too much, because obviously we don't want to have a crash between teammates. That's the last thing. But yeah, I will have to defend really hard. Let's see, we have an opportunity to pass. Maybe is Antonelli or Russell? I forget it. Antonelli. It's Antonelli in front of me. Anyway, it will be really challenging. So being honest, I can't wait for this race. Target points, as I said. If I finish P10, I will be happy. But obviously, let's try to fight for more. Let's see if Albon and me, we are able to find pace and to finish both on points. We are having a good streak. It's true that in Hungary, I finished P11 in the last lap. I lost the place with Berman, finishing an amazing 4 consecutive races on points. So let's see if we can take the occasion and to come back on points position in this race. Should be the target. Difficult, yes. This track is technical, challenging, difficult to pass. But being honest, I can't wait for this race. Because it's an amazing track and it will be tight. And I had the feeling we will have a very nice battles with all these drivers around. So remember, guys, that I will start the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort on 10 minutes, guys, and on Twitch. In Twitch is the only place where it's possible to watch the race. So people that is on YouTube and Kick, guys, don't forget follow me there to watch the full race before finish this live stream. That is the race preview of the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. So remember, rivals around: Antonelli, Russell, Alonso, Albon behind, and Gasly. Strategy will be medium soft. Medium hard. Okay, yes, I see you there. Medium hard. Or maybe optional. Well, this is not optional. Obviously, this is not optional. But maybe if things change, maybe in the second stint we can put the hard instead of the medium. Let's see. But the default strategy is this one. I think it's the fastest. The most optimal, I think, is probably the best. Probably the best. People that will go for people that have 2 sets of mediums for this race, as me. I think that's the best decision. So obviously, I think some drivers will go for 3 stops. I think people that is starting on. Hi, welcome to the team. People that is starting on soft, I think they will go for 3 stops. Maybe not. Maybe they, they go for soft, medium, hard, or soft, hard, medium. But I had the feeling all these people starting on soft, they will go for 3 stops. That's as an advantage. It's an advantage for us. Obviously, if we have safety car or things during the race, strategy can change, rivals can change, but it's gonna be fun. So let's see. Let's stay focused. And by the way, I will try to don't crash with any driver. Here, the start is tricky. This track is really narrow, as you can see. Turn 1 is tricky because it's really narrow. There are 2 lines possible, but cars will be really close to each other. And then the next sequence of corners, everything is really tight. Contact is very possible, so we have to be sharp and to stay in the right place and try to avoid contact as much as possible in lap 1. It will be difficult. That's my biggest concern, the start. And if we are able to defend positions and to stay there clean, I think we have a chance. And I would like to follow this train of the Mercedes cars with Fernando Alonso, because I think from Alonso onwards, they will be much quicker than us. Probably Alonso, if he's able to maintain the place, he will form a train with the Mercedes behind, the Albon, and all these cars around with the DRS. So it's very important to stay with them. And also, obviously, undercut will be very powerful here. So let's stay sharp, and maybe we can change our, the moment we enter in the pits to try to undercut people. Or maybe some of the drivers undercut us. Probably Alonso will stop earlier than me because he starts on soft, and Antonelli as well. Russell is on my strategy. So we have to consider that as well. The intelligence, safe tires as well, and that's a problem I was having in this weekend in the practice session. In the data we analyzed doing the race strategy programs, I realized my driving style here is very aggressive. I'm not able to save too much tires, so in some way I will try to adapt my driving style to try to save a bit more tires. Let me add a bit more of fuel just in case. And now, guys, as I said, always in 6 minutes starts the race. Let me go away for a moment. Stay here, don't move. We start the race, as I said, in 6 minutes. I go out for a moment, I come back, and we start the race. So don't move, guys, and thank you so much for staying here and for watching this live stream with me, this fantastic race. Let's go for it. I come back as soon as possible.